From PEP Radio Studios, it's time for Today in History for March 6th. On March 6, 1857, the U.S. Supreme Court, in the Dred Scott v. Sandford decision, ruled 7-2 that Scott, an enslaved person, was not a U.S. citizen and therefore could not sue for his freedom in federal court. It also ruled that slavery could not be banned from any federal territory. The decision deepened the national divide over slavery in the years leading up to the Civil War. Also on the state, in 1820, President James Monroe signed the Missouri Compromise, which allowed Missouri to join the Union as a slave state and Maine to join as a free state, while banning slavery in the northern portion of the Louisiana Territory. In 1836, the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas, fell as Mexican forces led by General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna stormed the fortress after a 13-day siege. The battle claimed the lives of all the Texian defenders, including William Travis, James Bowie, and Davy Crockett. In 1869, chemist Dmitry Mendeleev introduced his concept of a periodic table of elements at a meeting of the Russian Chemical Society in St. Petersburg. In 1912, Oreo cookies were first introduced by the National Biscuit Company, later known as Nabisco. In 1951, the trial of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg on federal espionage charges began in New York. Both were subsequently found guilty, sentenced to death, and then executed in 1953. In 1964, heavyweight boxing champion Cassius Clay took a new name given to him by Nation of Islam leader Elijah Muhammad. He picked the name Muhammad Ali. In 1970, a bomb being built inside a townhouse in New York's Greenwich Village by members of the Weather Underground militant leftist group accidentally exploded, destroying the house and killing 3 group members. In 1981, Walter Cronkite signed off the air for the last time after nearly 2 decades as the anchor of the CBS Evening News. And that's the way it was. In 1990, Ed Yielding and Joseph T. Vita flew a Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird spy plane east across the U.S. from coast to coast in a record 67 minutes, 54 seconds. The since-retired U.S. Air Force reconnaissance plane played an outsized role in American military and intelligence gathering since 1968. In 2009, NASA's Kepler Space Telescope was rocketed into space from Cape Canaveral, Florida, to hunt for Earth-sized planets orbiting distant stars. The spacecraft discovered 2,681 exoplanets outside the solar system before it ran low on fuel and was retired in 2018 after 9.5 years of scouring space for alien worlds. And in 2021, Pope Francis met with Grand Ayatollah Ali al-Sistani, one of Shiite Islam's most senior clerics in Iraq's holy city of Najaf, to deliver a message of peaceful coexistence, urging Muslims to embrace Iraq's long-beleaguered Christian minority. The historic encounter followed months of negotiations between the Ayatollah's office and the Vatican. That's Today in History for March 6th, 2026. Now back to more music on PEP Radio.